playing the Bears on the road. Spencer Rattler had a game plan before the game, and he looked deep inside, and he said, today is the day that I will be a gunslinger. And they lost 26-14. This is a rarity. The Saints all year, me and Tony have been talking about it. There hasn't been much to talk about, but I think as the season was going on, I saw a lot of people in my group chat saying Spencer Rattler's pretty good. Spencer Rattler, he's doing this, he's doing that. No one said that this week, and it's because Spence was almost doing something that would have been so remarkably consistent. We've only seen a couple people do it, and Spence seemed like he was going down that road. He had 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. Now, you need more than that. You need more touchdowns to win games. That's why they were 1-5. However, at least he was hanging on to the ball. They were in close games. This game as well, 12-point game, right? There are different ways to lose close games for sure. But Spence gave it all away. Now he's just another guy. And now that you can compare him to other guys, he's pretty bad. He's pretty mid. I won't say bad, but he's extremely mid. And I've heard of Spencer Rattler when he was at Oklahoma. Actually, Darnell reminded me of this. One of our listeners, one of my good friends, and he reminded me that because I was trying to figure out what Spencer Rattler, what the hell was going on in his head. So real quick backstory on Spencer Rattler. He played at Oklahoma with Caleb Williams, and Caleb replaced him, actually. Caleb came in and replaced him. That's why Spence had to transfer. He went to South Carolina, and there he was about mid for 4 years. Almost being good, but then never quite toppling over a good team because he just didn't get it done. And in the pros this year, he again not turned the ball over. In this game, he just completely imploded. And it started early. He's running out of the pocket, moving. He gets strip sacked from behind from Montez Sweat. He's very loose with the ball, fumble. And sometimes this is an issue, specifically when you're a quarterback that doesn't turn the ball over. You see this happen sometimes with Jared Goff. Obviously, Jared Goff's a lot better than Spencer Rattler. Even though I have my golf things, I think he's way better than Spencer Rattler. Don't get it twisted. But Goff, you see, have these really long stretches and no turnovers, and then just a random implosion game. What you cannot have, and this is much easier said than done. I play Madden. Happens to be in Madden about 3 times a year. I have implosion games. I'm just like, fuck this. I'm trying some shit. I'm throwing the ball up, throwing picks. I'm not a professional athlete, though, and you can't do that. You just can't, because that game was still very winnable. But for Spencer Rattler, 3 picks right in this game. The fumble started it. Another pick just early, ghastly, a terrible interception. And I was looking at a stat line throughout early in the first half. That shit said 5 for 11, 7 yards, an interception, and it didn't even include the fumble that he lost. So I was just like, yikes. And then right before half, he's bombing. He's throwing it deep to Olave. They score a touchdown. They come out after halftime, score again. It's 20-14. The Saints have life in the chat, gang. And if Spencer Rattler would have just had those 2 turnovers, it would have been an ugly start, but it would have been a tight, competitive game that maybe they could win. And then the play happened. I think there was something that happened in Spencer Rattler's psyche. He's watching Caleb Williams, who, by the way, Caleb Williams also wasn't great to a pick, but he just was doing all this runaround stuff, this juke stuff, and he's like, damn it, that's why he took my job at Oklahoma. That's why he was the number 1 pick, and I was this. And maybe that's why their team is better. It's not. It's really more to do with the defense. But, I mean, it's a part of it. Caleb's ability to go out there and make plays for sure. And Spence rolled it out to the left. And this is, so far for me, the signature play of Spencer Rattler's career, having watched now for 4 straight games. I haven't watched all the games, but I've watched 4 straight start to finish Saints games. And this is the signature play of his career. That's Spence. He rolls out. He's pointing. He's pointing down the field like he's prime Aaron Rodgers, and then proceeds to throw almost one of the easiest picks you'll ever see, throwing it deep down left sideline. Dude would have been open, but Kevin Byard was like literally screaming over there from the safety position, easy interception, and you're just like, Spence, bro, what are you doing? And this is a complete implosion, honestly, from Spencer Rattler. And now as you sit here at 1-6, right? This game can give you the excuse, Kellen. Now the problem is, here's the problem too. I was gonna say, by the way, I need to finish the thought. I had the thought in my head, but I need to say it out loud. The thought is, this gave you an excuse to play Tyler Stroud. The only problem with that is Spence is 25, Stroud is 25. So, you know, when you draft the oldest rookie in the QB class, not a lot of upside, but I think it's time. And I'm actually seeing, sometimes it's funny, I look it up. The Saints fans are ready. They're starting the conversation. I think it's time. Fuck it. 1-6 at this point, and the dude just threw 3. He had 4 turnovers. It was awful. He actually did lose them the game. The first time all year he lost them the game. Maybe you want to show loyalty or something. I don't know. I don't care. The Saints, they're in the position that bad teams are in. I got to see everything. Stroud, you got something? You don't got anything? All right, cool. Now, I think they need talent in a lot of spots. I think their defensive secondary has been struggling at times here, even though Kool-Aid had a really cool game one time. They need more pieces in the secondary. I think they need more. A lot of it. They need another defensive line presence, really. Even though Chase Young has been really good for them, and Cam Jordan has just been consistent. You still want one other guy. I like Davis, but Demario Davis is a linebacker, but he's also 36. You just need some youth in a lot of spots. But at the end of the day, biggest thing you need is quarterback. I don't think the offensive line is terrible enough to where you can't draft a quarterback. Now, there are some situations where the offensive line is so bad that you don't want to do that. But I don't think the Saints team is that. I think if they had some spark, they might have something. And Spencer Rattler tried, but he ain't that guy. And it's been a lot of games, and we've seen it. So I'm down to give Tyler Stroud a try. Why not? Maybe wait a couple more games so you're officially eliminated 1-8, and you can make the excuse, whatever you want to do, Kellen. But I'm down to see some new blood, man. Because Spence just what was that, man? That was bad. It was unfortunate. He did exactly what he's been trying all season not to do. And now I looked at his numbers: 8 touchdowns, 4 picks. Saw the projections: 19 touchdowns, 10 picks. That's very mid. So, I'm fuck it, man. Especially with the fact that he's not a runner. He runs sometimes. They actually have him running a lot of plays. Not a lot, but a couple runs a game where he's out there in space. He's getting yards. It's just not explosive. I'm down, man. I'm down to play Tyler Stroud and see what he has, because the Saints, obviously, their season's over. And Spence, I think we kind of know what he is at this point. He's a very, very good backup in the NFL. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please watch some of the other videos on the site. I've created a playlist with each and every football team, and every week we will be going over those games. I'm really loving this, enjoying it, and hoping you guys are as well. Of course, like, subscribe, and if anyone wants to sponsor, we're looking for Lumia Sports Productions is looking for sponsors. Shout us out. We will shout you out during the video. Thank you guys again for watching. Have a great day. Enjoy.